Female Rhett. What's your name?
Yeah, Courtney's my female name.
That's right.
No.
Courtney Rhett.
Yeah, when I take female form, I go Courtney.
All right.
That was better, right?
Yeah. Courtney, come on up. Take over.
She was like, I'm just
You don't want to?
Up. Yeah, no, listen, don't. Courtney.
You can't just be Rhett. I mean, she actually is.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Courtney, why don't you just move over a seat? Okay, Rhett. All right, we've got some Q&A we're going to do. So Good Mythical More, we thought that we would take your questions. So how is this going to work? Are we going to pull those out of a hat? Rhett, another ice bucket? Rhett?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rhett? Rhett?
Yeah,
Rhett?
I'm Rhett, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long are we going to go with
Why don't you ask the first question? I'll let you off the hook. Well, I think Rhett, you should prove yourself by at least answering one question.
Okay.
Where you from, Rhett?
I'm from Florida.
That's the wrong answer.
Oh.
You're from California via
Right.
Georgia, but you grew up in North Carolina.
Yeah. I'm
and now
from
you
California.
live
I'm not sure.
in. You live in the Valley.
Okay, yes, the Valley.
Okay, you're obviously not the real Rhett, but you can still try to answer the question as Rhett.
Okay. How are the washrooms in Florida so far? Well.
All right, that was a good one.
All right.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thanks, Rhett.
Thank you, me.
Rhett just got her to read the question. How are the washrooms? What's a washroom? I never used that term. You didn't write who wrote it, but
did that camera readjust?
Yeah, I don't think the camera's pointed at us anymore. Hello.
It was pointed right at me. That's fine. Just keep it there. The washrooms. The water does not taste well at this hotel.
It tastes kind of oceany, which is great. I'm not complaining. Next question.
That's all.
Well, I want to go through
The shower pressure is pretty good.
I want to go through a number of these. Got some latecomers here. Are you screening these?
Yeah, I mean I read it and then I gave it to you.
If you wrote an autobiography, what would be the title?
Adventures at Death World.
I think this is from Madison G. Madison, if you're still out there. The thoughts crossed our mind to write a book. So I can't really answer this because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But would you like for us to write a book? Okay. So I've got 7 people in this region who would purchase it. So that's our business plan. We're going for it.
Okay. What is your favorite idea that you couldn't pull off? This is a good one. Hey, bud.
Better late than never.
We actually do have an answer to this. We once came up with an idea to do a music video that involved, there's these guys that they float themselves up with huge weather balloons. You know, like the guy that like does he's in like the lawn chair and he goes up and goes across the world and he like shoots the helium balloons with his BB gun to come down. We thought we would do a music video where everything, including us and all the instruments, are in the air, floating like that. Maybe tethered, maybe not tethered to the ground, but we have not been able to pull that off. But at Death World, it'll be the main attraction.
What is your writing process? Our writing process is pretty collaborative. We'll come up with concepts. I mean, we try to put a lot of jokes in our songs. I'm assuming that you're asking about songs. I'm at least going to... Oh, that's you. I was already looking at you. How weird. I knew this was your... What's your name? Yep, and I knew this was your question. I just can't hear you from here. So songs, we sit in a room and we come up with... We agree on the song we're going to write about, and then we write the concepts or what are going to be the comedic angles to this thing, but we don't make it rhyme or anything. And then we'll usually divide up depending on the type of song. You take half, I'll take half, or one of us will take it and the other one will move on to something else to kind of put it in rhyme form. And we used to do everything together, but now we kind of have a lot that we have to do, so we kind of divide up things of this nature. And then kind of pull it back together and coalesce it.
Did you say... Yeah, good answer, Link. I was going to add something, but the girls were so excited that I'm just going to stop.
Move on.
What is the most expired food item you have ever eaten? I tend to not eat expired food as a principle, but often I enjoy coffee every day. Coffee. Boy, there's a lot of wow. I don't enjoy coffee. I enjoy coffee every day, and I put cream in it. And you know when the cream's a little bit old and it floats up to the top, little pieces of cream float up to the top?
I love that.
I just re-stir and go for it. I mean, really, it adds a little tang to it.
It's like coffee chips.
So that's about as crazy as I get with expired food.
I've scraped the top off of a hummus thing many times.
The first layer, you get the mold off and go for the second layer?
Yeah, just scrape the top off. What? Is that a turkey, a megaphone, or a beehive?
It's a mask.
It's a hat on a megaphone. Don't use it.
No.
You don't have that power here. Favorite music genre? I think some people would be surprised to know that Rhett and I both like. It's not like we listen to comedy music or even a lot of upbeat music. We like depressing music. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Like this, like very opposite of anything we would ever create. We want to be totally depressed. It's like, and you're developing this picture of us that obsessed with morbid topics.
That's what's going to be playing on the speakers of Death World.
Inducing
very somber music.
Depression-inducing music.
Like
just
Bon Iver.
Sad.
You just kind of sit there and just go, oh, yeah, this guy was just in a
gives you
cabin by
perspective.
himself. Just thinking about when am I going to come in contact with another human.
Next question.
What's your favorite part of Playlist Live?
This is pretty great.
I like going in the innards of the hotel.
Oh, it smells like innards.
You know what I mean? Like the back halls where they make the food. First of all,
It's like a labyrinth.
But
David Bowie's not in like a tight-fitting pantsuit.
Not to badmouth the hotel, but the food is not great. And I think I know why, because if we just walked in the back there to come here, we walked past. It looked like a prison.
Catacomb.
It looked like they were making food for a prison.
If you were cooking in a catacomb, it would taste funny too.
Yeah.
How are your kids doing, and will you include them in more of your videos? Our kids are healthy. We included them in a recent video where they shot Nerf darts at us. Did you miss that one? Hello.
Well,
We'll exploit our kids on a frequent basis moving into the near future. Don't worry.
But see, the thing is now they're getting to an age, like Locke. He just made a cameo in a Julian Smith video, and so now I start questioning the whole thing, because I'm like, oh, now he thinks he's an actor. That's not cool. Actor kids are punks. I need to roll this back a little bit.
Dangerous.
But it's too late now. I've already stirred the coffee.
How much time should we protect for some pictures? 12:07.
2 more questions.
2 more questions, which we already have here. I've got one.
Okay, go for it.
Ask yours first.
How do you come up with the topics for GMM? Great question. Just, past our 400th episode, when you go back to the early days of the show that sort of came before Good Mythical Morning, which was Good Morning Chia Lincoln, which we did back in North Carolina, it was very simply, what are we talking about on our way to work, and how can we, we would start talking to each other when we got to the office, and then we would be like, oh, okay, hold that. Let's just talk about that on camera.
We would just continue the conversation.
And so it was just very much like, what are we talking about that morning? Then as we came up with Good Mythical Morning, we very soon found out that you're going to run out of stuff to talk about if that's all you do. And we also used a bunch of personal stories, and then we realized we've told a lot of our stories, so if something really interesting didn't happen to one of us this week, then we probably won't have one. So we have updated our process. Link, why don't you tell them how it works now?
I just think it's top secret.
Okay. All right, don't tell them then.
I mean, you can tell them.
Don't answer the question. So we actually have writers now. We have, and by that I mean they pitch ideas to us and think, oh, this would be a good idea for you guys to talk about. This would be a good idea to talk about. Jason comes up with ideas too. We come up with ideas, and
but it's just an idea.
Right?
Like a
Yeah. It's
type
an idea,
thing.
and we're like, yeah, that okay. We can have a conversation about that.
But because of
can
course
talk
we
about
don't write the episode. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that we just kind of spew whatever it is, given some very loose outline we have in our minds to share with you in like a 10-minute chunk. So that's how writers are involved. What's a good topic?
Yeah,
Or
they
a good title.
pitch topics.
Last question. Who was more popular in school?
Oh wow.
So we should do another countdown and answer the question. 3, 2, 1.
Courtney.
That's right. Meaning
The female version of me
you.
was really popular in high school.
Wow. So when was the change, Rhett?
I would say that we were both
The gender change.
pretty well known for different things. I'm not going to say all the things that you were known for, like this.
I don't even know what you're referring to.
Like I think
I'm not going to say the things you were known for.
I think you were most well known for that
say it.
for that year that you made those really malinformed speeches to the entire school.
I'll own that.
When you were running for, I mean, that was when you had all 1,000 students there listening to you, and you said some things that were embarrassing, potentially inappropriate.
Yeah.
And I think you lived with that. I never told you that that's what most people would talk to me about.
That guy who gave the
You're friends
weird
with Link?
speech.
Remember 2 years ago? Really embarrassed himself.
And I think I'm still riding that wave today as kind of the irony.
Right. I mean, but now you found a way to channel that trait into comedy, and
Thanks,
I really
Rhett.
appreciate it, Link. I'm glad that you're here and that you say things that don't make sense and sometimes embarrass both of us.
And I would say that, Rhett, you were most popular for being the friend of that guy.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you're great because of that. Mm-hmm. And basketball and being tall.
Yeah, I play basketball. You know, I don't do it anymore. I hurt myself now.
All right,
Okay.
let's meet you guys.
Yeah.